This is Goals with Soul, the podcast for visionary coaches and entrepreneurs, building your business with inspired action. In alignment with your mission and authentic message, so you can create impact for your soul clients and feel lit up every day. I'm your host, Jo Ingram, married mum of 3 daughters from London and a former ad agency director turned business coach and strategist. In Goals with Soul, we blend revenue generation with energetics, marketing strategies with pranic healing, and ambitious business goals with our soul's desires. If you're looking to build your business with less efforting and more ease, this is the podcast for you. Let's dive in. Welcome to Goals with Soul. I'm Jo Ingram, and in today's episode, we are going to talk about a surprising way of connecting deeply with your soul clients. But first, I want to tell you about something I was super proud of in the past that I have since learned was not only something to not be proud of, was actually something damaging my business. I have always considered myself a catastrophe identifier. Now, no matter what I was dealing with, whether it was at work when I worked for advertising agencies or whether it was at home, when an idea came up, I would immediately spot all the pitfalls that might happen. I would literally project myself into the future, a minimum of 10 steps, and think, what's going to go wrong? Why is it a bad idea to go in that direction? Why should we do this instead? I would do risk aversion therapy on every single idea that came up. It would be like, right, we're not going to do that because if this happened, then that might happen. And then there's only 2 options. If we go that way, then that might happen. I remember when my twins were on the way and they were born with the help of a surrogate, or even before the twins were on the way, when we were going through the whole infertility process and IVF, I literally catastrophized everything. I remember thinking, you know what, if this doesn't work, then this could go wrong and then that could go wrong. And what are all the risks with having babies born in the States when we're from the UK? How's that going to work with immigration? How's it going to work with the hospitals? How are we going to pay for this? How's it going to go with how we communicate with our surrogate? How's it going to go with all of the things that happen in the process? Now, whilst it's normal to worry to some degree, I took it to a whole new level. And not only did I take it to a whole new level of worry and catastrophizing, but I was proud of it. I remember having a conversation with my husband where he praised me and said, wow, nobody can foresee problems like you can. What a gift. And I thought it was a superpower too. I was like, look, if anybody's got an idea of any sort, come to me because I'm going to spot where it's going to go wrong. Now, I know because you are in my community and you're heart-centered and you are most likely a coach, you are already thinking, Jo, not so sure that this was the right way to be thinking. And of course, you're absolutely right. And I know so much better now. But that's the beauty, isn't it? Once you've been through the transformation, you have insights available to you that when you're in the midst of struggle, you just can't see. And the interesting thing is that I was so proud. I thought this was an ability that was serving me, when actually the reverse was true. While I was catastrophizing and worrying and always seeing the pitfalls and potential problems, I was taking myself out of the opportunity to be high vibe, out of feeling optimistic, feeling happy and appreciative. Instead of feeling grateful for the journey I was on and exactly where I was in that moment, I was full of fear and anxiety because I trained my mind to focus on the negative and feel like that was the right thing and feel proud. Now, I'm wondering if you have something in your life that you're feeling proud of that actually you're not realizing is not only not helpful, but you're doing the absolute opposite of what exactly will serve you and get your business moving forward. Now, I have another example. This is another one from my own life, which is about being busy. Now, you might have heard me talk in a podcast episode around Mother's Day, where I talked about how I got this habit from my mother and this idea that being busy was something to be proud of. The busy work, the busy people, we're the ones who will get somewhere because we're hard grafters and we work hard because success equals hard work. And I had all of this in my mind and I actually felt proud. If somebody said to me, hey, Jo, how's things going right now? And I'd say, oh, I'm so busy. oh my goodness, I worked a 12-hour day, or I was doing X, X, Y, Y, Z, Z, all of these things. Listen, I'm super busy, because I felt that it said something positive about me, because hard work equals success. And isn't it interesting how having the pride in that actually prevented me from seeing the truth for so long? And it was only a few years ago that I started to really acknowledge that this level of working hard wasn't serving me. And as I built my business and I went into burnout in my first year, because I was trying to do all the things, because I was proud of being that person who would work so hard that success could only be mine, and yet burnout was mine before success. When I realized that, I was able to acknowledge it and I was able to transmute it. I was able to rewire myself to understand and acknowledge the exact opposite, that actually ease, simplicity, grace, trust, certainty was actually what was going to serve me best. Not being busy for busy's sake, but to be busy because I was loving the work I was doing. And it didn't even feel like busy work. It felt like an absolute pleasure, an exact thought reversal. I went from believing that busy work would create success to believing the opposite, that actually creating calm, having a lot of self-care within the day, creating spaciousness to expand, walking in nature, taking salt baths, reflecting, taking time off. All of these things actually allow the intuition to flow. And as you know, I'm a big believer in the law of attraction. And I really do believe that energetics is vital to building your heart-centered coaching business. And that's what not only have I lent in for myself, but I teach now in my programs and with my one-to-one clients. And something that is really, really important to realize is that your soul clients are out there believing the opposite of what you know to be true. And your messaging, how you speak to them and what you talk about, is literally the difference between magnetizing them and for them literally flicking the scroll on and never really reading what you had to say. And drawing attention to something that they believe in deeply that's actually keeping them stuck is in such great service of your soul client, but in a way that's also going to attract them hopefully onto discovery calls or into your DMs, or into many other ways that you can move them through the process to hopefully become a client. Now, let me give you a couple of examples. So if you're in the health and wellness space, you may have a strong point of view that people don't need to diet in order to lose weight healthily. Now, that's a thought reversal, because a large proportion of your ideal clients will truly believe that dieting is the way to go. And not only do they believe that, but they've been proud of following particular diets, or they may be in the process right now of being on a diet that they feel really, really proud of, but you know that this is not a long-term solution for them, and they will bounce back to their old habits quite soon because the dieting and the fads aren't the solution. Similarly, I see often in my own clients that they believe that getting more certifications or doing more courses and more study is the route to success, when actually this can put you back months or years, because you have the confidence and everything you need in you now to make a start. You don't need a certification to start a business and start earning money. By the way, I'm not against certifications. I love studying, but it has to be for the right reasons. And frequently people choose study and certifications as a proxy for gaining confidence. And actually it doesn't do that. You just get another qualification and then think you need the next one too. So if that's you, maybe that's resonating with you right now. And you're thinking that is exactly what I do believe. And my thought reversal on this is you don't need another certification. You need to simply find your confidence now. And that comes with my teachings on quantum shifting your confidence and your reality. Comes with belief shifting in the modules that I teach. And it comes with clarity from finding your soul messaging. Once those things are in place, you have the ability to get out there, to market, to convert, and to ultimately transform your soul clients and make an incredible impact. Now, that is a thought reversal. And if that's motivating to you and you understand where I'm coming from, perhaps you can see how you may be able to do that in your own business, how you might be able to have a little look at some of the things that your soul clients, your ideal clients are thinking right now that you know are not only incorrect, but are keeping them stuck. So I would love for you to create a list of potential thought reversals that you can use in your messaging so you can attract your soul clients. This has just been a short one today, but something very action orientated that I hope you can take away and use immediately. Your inspired action this week is simply to consider thought reversals, to think about the problems that you can solve because you can identify the problems that your soul clients are making. And right now, I'm looking for 2 ambitious, new-ish coaches in their first or second years of business who really want to attract their soul clients by getting brand messaging clarity. It's time to elevate your messaging, exactly what you do, who you do it for, and how you do it with your signature offers. If that's something that you need, jump into my DMs on Instagram and leave me the word clients and I will share all the details with you. You can find me on Instagram. My handle is @IamJo.Ingram. I'm looking forward to hearing from you and I hope that you have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye now.